winter. Now I can go in. I can't figure out fall and spring until I know my summer and my winter. Because these two are equal. They're equal. I can't pick a direction of which way is the axis leaning. What? So if this, look at the direction of the arrows. So if the arrows are telling you this is the revolution, and we're going in this direction, what comes after summer? Fall, then we go into winter, and then what do we go into? Spring.
That was summer, and then I said fall next, and I got it wrong. Violated.
Okay, well, not this question. This question was asking you about what is this season? This season is pointed towards the sun, so it is summer.
I didn't know where the cameras going. We are in school.
Which question are you talking about?
Oh no, it probably said summer.
So, which season is occurring? This time it says Southern Hemisphere location 2.
It's winter.
Again, Southern Hemisphere. Now I want to draw that equator line and say it's down here. I want to look at this axis. Which way is this one pointing? Away. So this in the Southern Hemisphere is winter. So this one asks, which one correctly explains which position is summer in the United States? Well, you know, you have to be.
Me and my monkey.
You have to get to your spot. You have to be able to identify which one of these continents is the United States, and you have to know that the United States is in the northern hemisphere. So which one of these pictures correctly shows summer in the United States?
That one too.
She went like this.
3.
She went like this.
Pointing
Oh,
towards
now
the
it's our
sun. Number 2.
No.
Guys, you've got to be able to read these. Which season is Y experiencing? Again, which season is Y experiencing? Well, Y is in the southern hemisphere. I'm looking at this point. This point's going away from the sun. This point, I would say, is coming into the sun. The Earth is tilted where more heat is directed to the southern hemisphere, which makes it summer. I'm struggling with how to even get it through to you to do better on that quiz because you're looking at the points.
Can we do one more?
What season is occurring in the northern hemisphere at location 1? Well, northern hemisphere would be North America, and I can't answer that because it's the one in the middle. So what do I have to do to be able to answer whether this is spring or fall? I have to find summer and winter. I have to find summer and winter before I can answer that question. This one's pointing towards the sun in the northern hemisphere, so it's summer. That means this one pointing away is winter, so summer, fall, winter, spring. It's a matter of figuring it out based on what's or if we have time, we'll come back to it. If not, I don't know what to tell you. I like go to, you need to take your notes for this Y. Does it look like you have explosions?
Where is it? I want the
But it doesn't mean it needs to look like an explosion occurred.
No.
If you have a
I love taking notes.
in front of you, put it
Oh,
on the shelf.
the deck would be like, I love taking notes. Kachan, on the other hand, I'm gonna blow the notes part. I don't know what's
Okay,
saying.
I am going to tell you that I didn't make the notes. Mrs. Gonzalez made these notes, but the images that you see on this, these are the images off the fair assessment test. They are the pictures that you will see.
I'm gonna draw
when
random
we go over
dude.
these notes, when we talk about it, know that you're going to see it again on a test over this material.
The shape looks like a dick.
It is relevant. It is important. It is necessary.
Let's have a
But
drawing
don't ask
contest.
for her back if she has it in her possession now. Get the headphones off your head, unless you want an infraction.
It's so hot.
Not even made
Go
yet.
put them up. There's no reason for it, and close your Chromebook.
Thank you, Miss Stein. Thank you, best friend.
We just can't. Why do you not go when you have the opportunities to do so, and then wait 5 minutes into class starting, acting like this is
He
the
deserves
first time
it.
your bladder is saying, oh, it might be a good idea for me to go to the bathroom before we get started in class? Because when they're not gonna let you out of the classrooms to go to the bathroom. You have a passing period. You either stop talking and realize that you cannot socialize because you have to pee before this period starts for the next class, and you go to the bathroom. You stand around for 4 minutes and socialize, get into your class, and then in 10 minutes ask your teacher to leave the room because you're standing around talking. No, we're not doing that. I had to go to
Dream on! Dream on! Lights on. Lights on.
Take a restroom break and transition. When you're transitioning is when you should be going to the restroom. And no, you are not. I just.
Wait, I'm gonna ask you to go to the bathroom.
What?
I'm gonna ask why you're up there by yourself.
No. I'm not getting into that either right now. We're starting now.
Oh, bro.
Not that bad.
Right here is my side.
Cream on. Cream on. No, my mustache.
Then you draw down Poncherelle.
I'm not drawing Gompacho. I'm drawing a random thing.
Anthony?
No, he's my ex. Why would I draw him?
You should draw Anthony and then
No.
cut it.
I'm gonna draw his dick and then cut it.
Oh,
That when we look at this diagram, we can tell which pair
His dick.
is going to have the strongest
Well, then I'm gonna cut it.
gravitational pull. So these things are of equal size, and size equates to mass. This one, the red one has a twice the size, twice the mass as the blue one. And this one,
Something's better.
equal masses, equal sizes, but they're farther apart. What are the two things that gravity needs to be strong? Based on this picture, which one are you going to choose? A, B, or C? First of all, which one has the strongest gravitational pull? C.
I think it's C.
Hey,
Because
stop
I see you,
talking.
Pete.
If you do not know, do not flirt. If you do know, then listen to see if you are correct or incorrect. Rosalie is right when she says B has the strongest gravitational pull because what are the two things that we need to have? What conditions create stronger gravitational pull?
My thighs.
What am I going to move my hand and unveil? Because it's hidden.
One of them mass.
Yep, one of them is mass. The second one is distance.
Cream on.
So why are mass and distance needed for a strong gravitational pull? Well, the larger the mass of
Gravitational
the
pull of the
object,
earth is. I
the
gotta
more
poop.
gravitational pull it has, and the closer the objects are
Not
together, the less distance between
I
them.
am.
Hey, I think I said more than one time, Nico, that you and Serenity do not belong
He was
seated
talk-
next to each
He was
other.
talking to me.
Over here.
He was talking to me.
Where?
Which one? No kidding, Serenity, which is why I have said
Wait,
every
that-
single day you walked in here
That
that
one?
the two of you don't belong seated next to each other. Well, that's the empty one.
Okay.
Yep. And I want you to continue to stay at that one, and whoever is at that one can now move over there. I believe that's Violet. She can move. Well, she's not moving next to Serenity either.
She doesn't talk to me much anymore.
Probably not like this.
Nope, we're staying where we are. Mass and distance. So if I'm thinking about then, how can I increase the force of gravity between the spheres in C? What can I do so that these two have a stronger pull on each other? Lila? Lila? What can we do to make these have a stronger pull on each other?
Charlie Kirk.
Alvaro? Ollie? Okay, so increase the mass.
Tables. I'm fixing the table. I'm fixing the table. I broke it.
So, oops, that's not what I meant to open back up there.
Cream on.
That's not Kellen's relevance right now, you know it. So.
Kellen
I was
relevant.
trying to click on something in here, and I wound up opening the wrong thing.
What time is it? It's 1:01, guys.
When
Well,
so, can we please establish for a second that I know a little bit about what I'm talking about? Does that image look exactly like the image you have in front of you? Yup. Does the question, even though we're answering it differently, is the question answering exactly what we just discussed?
Yeah, I cannot see.
Maybe if you tried listening today, it'd be really cool.
Leela.
Because every time I've seen you today, you've been talking. Every time. The only time you hit my radar is because you're talking. This is the exact image you have. We just discussed it, but how's the question phrased? Between which pairs of objects is gravitational pull the strongest? Same answer. I didn't touch anything. Well, I didn't touch anything, but obviously I was close enough to it and moved it to B. I had a strong gravitational pull clearly there because I didn't touch the screen. It's not going to change. How could you increase the force of gravity between the spheres of pair C? Select both right answers. Oh, what could we do to them? We can move them closer together and we can increase both their masses. The questions are not going to look all that different from what's on your notes. We're just discussing them in a different way. I'm not showing you all of the questions for this, but I want you to see the relevance in the notes that Mrs. Gonzalez creates. She's pulling it right off of the test. It's being pulled right from it. So while we're discussing it, make sure you understand it and you think about how can that discussion be turned around to be a question. Because it's going to appear as a question with multiple choice answers on the answer selection. I'm waiting. I'm not going to talk while you're talking because clearly you don't see the relevance to this. So I can release you and tell you, you try to figure out these on your own. Explain which is what actually block 1, 2, whatever you are, science 2 had to do for a portion of these notions. They didn't get done. And I'm not holding off the test for people who aren't listening. So let's get through that. Explain what happens if there is no external force acting on an object. So an external force would be gravity. What happens if there is no, or inertia, let me rephrase that, gravity or inertia, think back to that study jam. What happens if there's no force acting on it? If I don't do anything to my Kentucky Oaks cup there, what's it going to continue to do?
Stay still.
Literally nothing.
Gravitational pull.
Can't use any mind trick on it to bring
Use
it
the
to me.
force.
I have to use an external force, my hand, grabbing hold of it and pulling it towards me. Because what's it want to do while it's sitting right there? Stay at rest.
Stay.
If nothing acts upon this cup, no force, it's gonna stay right there. So what happens when there's no external force acting on it? It's going to maintain the same state of motion.
I'm bored.
So the law of inertia says things at rest will continue to stay at rest. Things in motion will continue to stay in motion unless they're acted upon by a force. So what's the only reason, if I have a marble and I roll it across the floor, what's the only reason it comes to a stop? Well, it's either going to hit something, therefore a force is acting upon it. But let's say it keeps rolling, and I just put a gentle force on it when I released it to roll. It doesn't hit anything as it's heading to the door, but it stops before it gets to the door. Why?
When you put little
Gravity is acting on it, which is a force. So it will,
I can use the force
if
then.
there is no force acting on it though, it's going to keep moving.
What a wonderful
With
ad.
the same
I can't read the handwriting.
constant velocity, and velocity is speed.
I am speed.
So because gravity acts on that marble and is a force slowing that marble down, it's going to come to a stop. But if we're in the vacuum of space where there is no gravity acting upon that marble, if I give that marble a little, what's going to continue to happen to that marble? It's going to keep going until it either runs into another object. Because is gravity going to stop it from moving? No, there's no force in space that's going to stop it. So things at rest, stay at rest. Things in motion, stay in motion. And if something is moving, it wants to keep going at the same speed that it started, unless something is slowing it down. Gravity slows it down. Let's go.
Yes! Yay! Yeah!
You can have your monkey back.
Me and my monkey.
No one's emailing us now.
I thought you were that
What? Chicka Pow. I'm sorry, Chicka Pow.
I thought you only did that to your friends.
Oh, happy.